Hello and welcome back to more Persona 5 Royal, where last time we continued the series after a quite lengthy delay, and today we're going to be getting back into the swing of things once more, just kind of keep things moving along. And it's the end of July 10th today, so I think we're just going to close out by... Do we have anything to watch? We do. We have Not So Hot Betsy to watch, so let's go ahead and watch that. Because we rented, we may as well watch it. Don't really feel like going out. We just want to ease into this episode. Just kind of start off with doing something simple like watching Not So Hot Betsy, of course. And then I'm sure we'll spend time with people as the episode progresses. It's a story about a woman struggling against adversity and prejudice. Looks have nothing to do with what's inside. I can sympathize with her. What's really important is not your appearance, but what's on the inside. Maybe you learn a thing or two about charm by watching this drama. A movie or show, whatever it is. It's all about being it's all about learning to value what's inside a person rather than what's outside a person. Has made me a more charming individual, because that's how that works. It's starting to get late. Let's head to bed soon, okay? Okie dokie, Morgana. Whatever you say. Velvet room, please no. Okay, we're good. Phew. A new hero is born. I wonder what the Phantom Thieves' goal is. Are they just choosing bad people to steal hearts from? Maybe someone's asking them to do it. Oh yeah, don't they have a forum or something? What if you make a request on there and they follow through? Well, then we follow through. And that person will, disappear in an untimely situation, of course. Not really, but you know what I mean. Anyway. What a refreshing morning. How are you doing?
I didn't expect the Phantom Thieves would suppress a man that even the police had trouble with. The fact they have so much support online is worrisome. I'm in a bind since I previously denounced them.
Yeah, it's almost as if you shouldn't have said those things or something crazy like that.
All the interviews these days ask me about that.
Hey, what are your thoughts on how wrong you were the other day?
Still, can we really say the Phantom Thieves are on the side of justice with just this example?
Well, maybe not just this example, but there is that other example and the one before that and the one that's going to be after this. So, yeah, I think at this point, you got 3 in a row. I think you're safe to say, yeah, maybe their hearts are in the right place. But hey, that's just a theory. A persona theory. Shoot me now. What do you mean?
I was originally investigating the mental shutdown incidents. People change suddenly and cause strange accidents or horrible crimes. Don't you think it's similar to the change of heart that the Phantom Thieves are doing?
Correlation does not equal causation. Just because it's a similar incident does not mean it's us, or rather, doesn't mean it's the Phantom Thieves.
Now that I think about it, their actions mirror the mental shutdown cases with the rate of victims.
Yet you can't link them to the Phantom Thieves in any discernible way.
It's impossible not to see a connection there.
Yes, it is, because there literally is no connection there.
Sorry. I don't want to make you late. I'll see you again.
Until you can prove the link between those cases, you got nothing. See more packed than you should. Like, it's okay. So, let's even if we assume, just for the moment, that the Phantom Thieves and what they're doing is morally reprehensible, let's just assume that for the sake of this conversation. So that's like saying, you, over here, robbed this flower shop. But you see, there's another group of robberies happening over at the bank. See, both these crimes are robberies. Do you not see the connection? Therefore, flower shop robber is also bank robber. Case closed, Your Honor. Now for today's train news. Today's headlines are: Shibuya crime ring reveals all. The leader's confession has led to the arrest of other key members. Sudden rampage. Highway accident. The driver's death has been confirmed, taking the total count up to 4. Hotspots of Tokyo. Come see the Summer Fireworks Show on July 18th. Isakana Shiro spilling the beans. The organization is falling like a house of cards. We're getting more and more famous. I'm not sure that's a good thing. I don't know if that's what you want. The more eyes you have on you, the worse this could potentially get.
Okay, let's get started.
Oh, speaking of things getting worse, tests are coming up. Everyone's studying? I know some of you rely on all-nighters, but I can't recommend it. That really messes up your information retention. Oh, speaking of, do you guys know the difference between short-term and long-term memory? The simple answer is that short-term memory is more temporary, contextual, but long-term memories stick with you. In the short term, you're working with a hard limit. You retain only 7 pieces of information. But your brain's capacity for long-term memory is huge. It might even be infinite, according to some theories. The word infinite is just it's gonna make it hard to get through a conversation. Okay, so Magic-kun, what did you think about all this? I'm sorry, all I think about is Infinite now, so sorry, my mind's gone, I'm in a different dimension now, you've lost me. Short-term memories only stick with you for 10 seconds at a time. That said, how long do you think you can retain long-term memories? He wants to know how long you can keep long-term memories, huh? Well, I mean, he literally just said you can retain them potentially forever. What's long-term memory anyway? Spell it out. A memory that lasts for a long term. Memory that lasts a long time. Let's use our brains here, Morgana. Let's use our minds to take a step at a time. Something like that. You keep them for a long time. Question is how long? Maruki mentioned something about the amount of memories you can store. Write something like infinite. You keep beating it over my head, and it's making it worse and worse. The weight is agonizing. If you have theoretically infinite space for them, then theoretically you'll be able to retain them for forever. As is implied with the word infinite. I think so too. So that's it. Long-term memories will never really fade away.
That's right.
I'm impressed that you managed to recall the thing I said literally 2 seconds ago. I guess your short-term memory is on point today. Basically, stuff encoded into your long-term memory never really goes away. Short-term memories become long-term memories through reiteration. It'd be great if you could encode all the test answers to long-term memory, huh? Ah, well, can't always get what you want. Yeah, I'd like a game where you don't exist, but sadly I didn't get that because I bought the Royal version. I didn't expect that. Might not be too bad.
Nice go.
You're on a roll today. I literally just recited back what he told me. He gave me the answers, and I recited back what he told me. You're like, wow, what a genius! But at least you got summer break once the exams are over, so do your best to study, okay? Memories never really go away. Means I'll remember my past eventually, right? Well, I mean, amnesia is a bit of a different cans of worms not to be opened. July 18th, Marine Day. Finals end on the 16th, so this should be good, right? What are you talking about? The fireworks festival. You're really quick to look up stuff like that. Get back to studying. Yeah, I hate both my options, because this one's just like a strict parent, like, get back to studying, and this one's just like, well, it's not, he doesn't deserve praise for finding a date that we literally heard announced on the train to everyone this morning. But, you know, I guess fluff up his ego. It's easy to work when you got a goal in mind, yeah. By the way, how big is this group chat gonna get eventually? Because I know we're gonna add more people to the party eventually. How big is this group chat going to eventually become? It's easy to work, yep. We're in the middle of class, talk about those things later. Yeah.
Hey, are you
I'm surprised. Oh, are you gonna throw chalk at me again? Oh, great. I'm surprised that Makoto even bothered to respond at all to the text. You pay attention. Is that how you listen when someone's talking to you? Feel a murder. Oh, do it. Throw your stupid chalk at me. Ah! You're quick, but I'm much faster. I don't know why you keep trying. Because you're quick, but I'm much faster. Like, this is like the 10th time you've thrown chalk at me throughout this entire game, and you failed every single time. At what point do you realize, my aim is shit. Maybe I should stop trying to throw chalk at him. Or also, maybe even if my aim wasn't shit, maybe I still shouldn't throw chalk at the student. I can't believe he dodged Yoshimaru's throw. Is he a ninja? No, I'm a person with basic human reaction speeds. Whatever, moving on. Oh, great, it's my line. Whatever, moving on. Ooh, you've got the entire class's attention. Your charm has definitely increased. Shouldn't this be just like a normal occurrence at this point? It's like, oh, yeah, he dodged the chalk again. Just an average Monday. Alright. Well, you do you, I suppose. Point up. Great. I like getting charm points for doing literally nothing. Alright, what's up next?
Hey.
Hello? Heading home? It's rough running into you at this hour. Yeah, it's almost as if you deliberately went out of your way to try to meet up with me or something crazy like that.
That reminds me.
Do you remember the counseling Dr. Maruki's offering? Oh, don't worry. Trust me. No one has let me forget about it. Seems to be growing quite popular. I saw someone heading into the nurse's office just as I was leaving the school. Teachers say he's been well worth his time here, but I have a feeling there's more to his popularity than just talent. Maybe I should run it for myself at some point. Again, I hate both my options, but it's like the lesser of two evils. That also happened when I get home. It's part of my daily routine.
Excuse me.
Appreciate your concern, but how about yourself? Depending on the exam scores, there may not be a fire system for anyone to attend. Were you aware? What? You mean for us specifically, or to happen at all? Because okay, yes, but that doesn't make any sense. What? Well, it wouldn't make sense anyway. Because one, we wouldn't know our scores that quickly. Like, we would never know our scores. Because if the exams end 2 days before the festival, you never get them back that quickly. Even if it's a Scantron, even if it's just a Scantron sheet, where it's just fill in the blank and you literally scan it into a machine, and it tells you the scores, you're still not gonna know that quickly. That's not gonna happen. At a school of this size, even if it wasn't a school of this size, you'd still never know that quickly, because people are lazy. But if it's short answers or something like that, it's gonna take forever to grade those things. But furthermore, even aside from that, also, nice ray tracing on the glass there. I just noticed wow, PS4 games getting ahead of the game with ray tracing enabled. Anyway, I'm kidding, of course. But, also implying the whole festival would be shut down because our grades were bad. Also implying that she would somehow have the ability to stop us from going, as if she was some almighty powerful goddess who controls our every action, as if she was some other blue-haired character from a different game that I wish didn't exist. Much like I wish that entire game didn't exist. Anyway, make sure you study well, alright?
Alright then.
I'm talking about Tsumaki in case you didn't notice. I don't know if I wasn't subtle enough, but I'm talking about Tsumaki from that V3 game. I don't know if you knew that.
I need to buy some more test prep booklets on my way. How many? You need to buy more, huh? How many? At what point do you? Like, surely you're gonna run out of stuff. Hey, okay, sure. Okay. I see I see this as an absolute win. This is great. This day is going great so far. I got praised for doing nothing in class like 3 times. And now I bump into Makoto, now I bump into Kasumi. Could this day get any better? I don't think so. Anyway, yeah, it's okay. Oh boy, howdy. So, test prep booklets. You don't need that many. You're gonna run out at some point, I promise you. You do not need to buy that many test prep booklets.
What a pleasant surprise. Are you headed home too? Same here. I don't have club practice today.
Well, how about that?
That reminds me. There's something I wanted to report to you. Would now be a good time?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Why don't we find a seat somewhere?
Huh?
No, out with ye. Leave. Go back to the metaverse with your mask.
And you are...
Leave.
It's been quite a while, Akechi-san.
Your presence is not welcome here.
And the same for you. Yoshizawa-san, right?
My father works at a TV station. Have you ever seen Good Morning Japan? My father's the director.
I've been brought onto the show as a guest a number of times now. That's how I ended up becoming acquainted with Yoshizawa-san. I didn't know you knew her as well.
So what you're saying is, her father works in the entertainment industry, meaning that he might, if I get close to her, I might be able to convince her father to get me a direct line to Pixar, to convince them to make a 5th Toy Story movie, and fix everything. So, in that case, Kasumi is now priority number 1. My friend.
He helped me out of a jam before, and now he's been offering me guidance.
Helped you out of a jam, huh?
Yeah, guidance such as picking out glasses for your father. That was a fun thing we did.
So, what were you two up to?
Oh, right! I was just about to share some exciting news. It's nothing to keep secret, so I may as well spill it now. About that summer competition I mentioned to you before, I was chosen to be our club representative.
Congratulations.
This only feels like the
I like how both those
beginning.
options were just, because of the punctuation, it just sounded like he was just gonna say, congratulations, or, you did it, yay.
Isn't your club's team considered to be quite prestigious? And you're their representative. I must say, that's extremely impressive.
Thank you. I'll do my best to make everyone proud.
I like how in this immensely crowded city, whenever anyone has to talk about anything of the main cast, all the other people walking by always did like a 3-foot perimeter or like a 3-foot diameter's length around in a circular safe space around us so that no one enters our bubble so that the scene isn't too crowded.
I'll be cheering you on as well. I have an idea.
No, I'm going home if you're gonna be there. Nah, that's okay. Unless I get confident points for it, I'm gonna just go home.
We can call it our little celebration for Yoshizawa-san's success.
That would be wonderful. Does that work for you, Senpai?
I hear the gator feeding pond has some wonderfully low prices for us to attend. Where I'm sure nothing bad would happen to anybody in this group.
Would you mind if I chose the place?
Completely accidentally.
There's a wonderful little cafe I know about.
Of course. Lead the way.
this day has suddenly become significantly less awesome.
Yoshizawa-san? You drink
The
hot
bag has
beverages
its
even in the summer?
chair. Like, I know Morgana's in there, so obviously it has to, but like, yeah.
I have to prevent my body from getting too cold, since the meet's coming up rather soon.
I see. You make sure you're covering all your bases.
Good point. Well, some people say coffee can cool you off, even when hot, so I try to avoid that, too. I had this image that you enjoy sweet things, Akechi-san. Is that untrue? I swear I saw you eating fried sweetbread on TV just the other day.
It's all part of a marketing strategy. That sort of stunt is an easy crowd pleaser.
You seem to have your own bases covered as well.
You're more innocent than I had expected.
I've been wondering, how do you two know each other?
I'm his stunt double.
His social studies class visited the set of a TV show I appeared on.
But calling me your stunt double is not only technically correct, but also sounds way cooler.
Ah, that's right. Second years got to go to a TV station.
He and I exchanged our opinions during the shoot, and his way of thinking intrigued me.
I can definitely see that. Senpai's take on things often helps me as well.
That reminds me, Yoshizawa-san. You had mentioned that he's been providing you with some guidance.
Yes, like you just said, his way of thinking is intriguing. I figured I could benefit from his input.
I don't like this. He feels way too interrogative. Like, he doesn't... He always pops up exactly when we don't want him to, at all the right opportunities. I don't trust him. I don't like...
In that case, let's play a little game.
Like, again, we know he's, or at least we think he's the masked man, because he was able to hear Morgana, despite the fact that the only people who've been able to hear her, I keep saying her, hear him actually talk are people who are able to go to the metaverse. And he knew what we were talking about. Like, he would have had to be eavesdropping on a conversation in order to actually hear what we were talking about at the time when he would have been able to, despite the fact he claimed to only just be coming around the corner. So I don't trust him at all. But even with that mistrust, I'm getting, like, exceptionally weird vibes from this situation. Like, this feels way too interrogative.
Would you mind if I posed the same question to you that I first asked him?
No, go right ahead.
So, my question was, what do you think of the Phantom Thieves, Yoshizawa-san?
The Phantom Thieves? You mean in the case that they do in fact exist, yes? I admit that the assistance of others in need is a truly great act, but I simply can't agree with their methods.
Oh, god damn it, Kasumi.
I see. Care to explain why?
Ah.
I suspect the Phantom Thieves' existence isn't going to be beneficial to society in the long run.
So how long until she joins the Phantom Thieves is my question, then.
How so?
Like, how long until she eats all the words that she's spewing out right now?
Well, for example, when someone's faced with a problem to overcome, I believe they need to do it themselves. From others is totally fine, but in the end, it takes a person's initiative to truly create lasting change. If society relied upon a safety net like the Phantom Thieves, I worry that people would stop making a conscious effort.
Okay, wow. So there are so many ways to break this, I don't even know where to begin. So first things first, let's go back to when you said, when someone's faced with a problem they need to overcome, you believe they need to do it themselves. So, quick question. If we apply this to Kamoshida, specifically in regards to An, you are saying that it should have been up to her and her alone to overcome the problem with Kamoshida, and that she shouldn't have asked for help. Or sorry, you said you should have asked for help. It takes a person's initiative to create lasting change. So they need to do it themselves. Meaning, you are blaming her and subsequently all the other victims for what happened. Okay, don't know about that one. That's a little weird. Also, safety net like fantasies. Yeah, we wouldn't want anyone actually hanging around to help people do things. It'd be unfortunate if anyone like you were to have previously conceded, potentially even just minutes ago, that you are reaching out to someone else for help as a safety net to help you get through things. That'd be really unfortunate if that were a thing you were doing right now.
Granted, this depends on how severe the problem is, and it's inaccurate to apply generalizations to an entire population.
It's inaccurate to do the thing that I literally just did.
But I believe a society where everyone simply leaves matters to the Phantom Thieves wouldn't last for very long.
Well, it's good, because it's a good thing that's not what's happening then.
I see. So, in the sense of a person's growth, their actions actually hinder it. Quite an interesting take on the matter.
That's one way to put it.
What do you think of Yoshizawa-san's opinion?
I think I should sit at a different table. Why are all my options so fucking shit? I guess it's unique in its stupidness. Or stupidity.
Quite. I'd say it's equally as unique as your own opinions.
Oh my god.
Wait, could you actually be a fan of the Phantom Thieves, Senpai?
I didn't mean to start an argument.
Oh, piss off.
Myself sometimes.
I didn't mean to start an argument. That's why I literally pitted your statements against each other. I didn't mean to do it. It just happened.
Let's change the subject to something a bit lighter.
I'm sorry, I should probably get going. If I'm away from home too late, my parents will begin to worry.
Well, they should solve it themselves then. Shouldn't be up to you. They shouldn't need the safety net of you to come home. They should figure it out themselves.
Good luck on your competition.
You got this.
Yes, thank you. Well then, see you later.
Well, that could not have possibly gone worse. I guess that's what I get for thinking that this day was going too well. We had to drag it down.
You're back.
See how your friends over for a study session, huh? How'd you know? I think it's by my own place, remember? I can tell what goes on here by just looking at the no, you fucking can't. Don't lie to me. You're not that... That's not an answer. That's... Okay. No, great. Okay, so, to recap, Kasumi... Wow. That was the least amount I've ever seen a person think about anything, except for that... wow, okay. So, with the exception of freaking the prosecutor's mantra, that was oh boy howdy. So, like, there's obvious ways to break what she said in terms of comparing her saying fix it yourself to actually that inherently blaming the victims of all the people that we've brought down throughout these past throughout the last 40 episodes or whatever. So there's that. That's the big one right there. But even just beyond that, the society is not currently relying upon the Phantom Thieves. But also, even if that was true and that people were just like reporting things to us to deal with, how is that any different from the current systems that are in place for dealing with crimes? As in, you report things to a branch of justice and then they deal. I don't even. This is okay. Wow. So that was disappointing. And as usual, it's all Akechi's fault. I'm starting to like him less and less the more this goes on. Anyway, who wants to talk to me today? I guess we'll spend time with you because you well, you don't suck. You're just weird. I'll go with you. I would be about the test coming up. I'm not in trouble for anything that's not English. I haven't been studying at all. So I'm in trouble. I am in trouble for anything that's not English. Maybe we can make some progress if we keep an eye on each other. Want to study together? Sure. Why not? You're a big help. Let's meet at the diner in Shibuya. I foresee nothing going wrong with this plan. No, really, this time I actually don't, because we're just studying.
Sucks.
What is this? I'm so confused. What is the meaning? I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. Let's think together. Let's sit down in a thinking chair and think. You can't abandon Lady On. Think like your life depends on it. It's Morgana. Alright, I guess our knowledge went up.
Okay.
Morgana's thing is clipping through the bag a little bit. The stuff should be nothing compared to Shadows. Let's put together and defeat it. Alright. I guess that was alright, time to work. I did it. I did nothing and it worked. I'm spent. I must admit, I do quite enjoy being rewarded for doing nothing. That's my favorite kind of reward, is when I don't have to do anything and I'm rewarded. Hey, yeah, meat-loving male student. That's the name you get. All right. Did you know that there's gonna be a summer festival in Odaiba? A name which I most definitely pronounce. Vegetable. What is? I swear to God, these names, these names of people. We got meat-loving male student and vegetable-loving male student. which are, of course, the most important qualifiers that you can ascribe to a person when describing them. It's like, oh, that guy, that's the meat guy. That guy over there, that's the vegetable guy. We describe people by their food interest on this train. Summer Festival, huh? How can anyone eat so much fatty food when it's so hot out? Man, you just don't get it. It's because it's so hot out that we all eat that meat. Come on, let's go check it out. I'll treat you to a skewer. A Summer Festival, huh? Think they'll have any A5 beef there? Well, you should worry about the finals first. Once those are over, it'll be summer vacation, so stay focused. And there's 104 days of summer vacation. Well, probably not, because I imagine... I don't know what the schedule is for school in this universe, because at this point, like, if this were to apply to at least class schedules where I live, we'd have been done by early to mid-May. Actually, I think it was early May. So yeah, I'd have been done by early May at this point. And when I was in elementary through high school, elementary through middle school, that would have been done in early June. And high school, I was done... Well, my senior year of high school, I was done late April, but so high school was done mid-May. So typically around May to June is typically when this ends. We're mid-July and we're still in session. So I don't know how the schedule. I don't know if it's gonna be until like November that we go to account for the time difference. I don't know. We'll find out. So God, Phantom Thieves are all over the news. The problem is that I can't actually spend time with Maruki when class isn't in session. So that's a problem that I don't think I have time to rectify. Unless I spend time with him every day. That's my fear, because let me just double check my notes. I have to reach rank 9 for Maruki before November 18th. So I'm hoping that class starts up significantly, longer, with enough time before then for me to be able to actually, get his confident ranking done. Because if not, I am screwed. So let's hope that doesn't happen. You've really taken off since the whole Kamoshida thing. The legend of the Phantom Thieves started at our school with practically one of them. That's not how that works at all. And who can't relate to what they're doing? Punishing corporate adults are up to no good. The police should take notes. Damn straight they should. Alright, what's up next?
Quiet down.
People sure are making a fuss even though it's right before exams. Behind Kanashiro's arrest are the Phantom Thieves, the mysterious group that changes people's hearts. If I recall, there were similar rumors back during that business with Kamoshida. Help the weak and crush the strong. Truly a modern legend of the Gentleman Thief. In the long history of humans, the Gentleman Thief has been seen briefly during times of turmoil. Now then, please look at this picture. Magic. This picture depicts the final moments of Ishikawa Jimon. He did something during the Sengoku period that had him and his family boiled to death. You know what he did? No, I don't have any clue. Well, but based on context clues, we're talking about the Phantom Thieves, and it looks like the guy over the top of the screen, if that's even, I don't even know if that's a guy or not, but it looks like there's a cloaked figure in the back. That could literally just be a shadow for all I know, but it kind of looks like a guy wearing a hoodie, as in like wearing a, like a robber's mask outfit kind of thing to kind of conceal your identity. So I'm gonna say thievery and hope I'm correct, because that's usually been my strategy when I don't know the answer. My strategy is just try to figure it out and hope for the best. That's correct. Ishikawa is Japan's most famous thief. He's very popular and some call him a gentleman thief. By the way, the Goemon bath comes from his name. Only stealing from the rich and powerful and sharing with the poor. Goemon's exploits have been documented in many forms of media like kabuki and novels. Wow, really? Magickin seems kind of smart, doesn't he?
Nice going.
People, it's still fascinating to me that people are perpetually surprised by this. Which I guess the inverse could also be true, that I shouldn't be perpetually surprised by the fact that they are perpetually surprised. So maybe it's just an infinite loop of surprises, but who knows. It's actually unclear whether or not Goemon was indeed a gentleman thief. Rebellion against Hideyoshi, whose campaign had failed, propaganda by the government to sully his name. Gentleman thief Goemon may be no more than an illusion made by varying motivations. In actuality, most heroes and gentleman thieves throughout history are something like that.
Yep.
Make sure people don't think we're just an illusion. But before that, you need to study for the exams that are starting tomorrow. Oh, so we're just screwed then. So we're just like actually screwed then. If they're starting tomorrow, then we're just dead. One, I don't think we've been preparing enough to actually do this, but also...
It's open.
Or unless we're gonna do it literally right now and I'm about to eat my words massively. Or not, okay. So what I was gonna say was, I wanted to spend time with him before the school year ran out. Turns out, that ain't happening, so, we're screwed. You're the student council president, Nijima-san, correct?
Excuse me.
How may I torture you today? Sorry for coming by so suddenly.
It was nothing.
Everyone's permitted to stop by whenever they like for me to steal your soul. I know the phrase counseling session can make some people nervous for good reasons, but don't be. I am your friendly neighborhood counselor who has only the most purest of intentions. Considering you're the student council president, I'm rather they didn't force you to come here at all, actually.
No.
I was advised to come, but I still chose to do it on my own.
Good.
And that's the lie we all tell ourselves. Glad to hear it. Please, there's no need to be concerned about me being here. Feel free to discuss anything with me.
Yes.
So I shall. You're sounding more like the counselor in here than I am, because she probably should be.
I see.
Excellent grades, exemplary conduct. You appear to be the ideal honor student.
No.
Not at all. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm actually a bit of a mess, and I always have to turn to others for help. Well, according to Kasumi, that's actually the big bad, and you shouldn't do that. Sure had me fooled. Even still, getting help isn't a bad thing at all. In fact, it's wonderful that you have such a support system, because if you didn't, then I wouldn't have a job. Indeed. Especially lately, I feel like I can't do anything right by myself nowadays. Did something go wrong for you?
Yes.
But it's nothing major. I've come to understand all too well that it's a bad idea to taking on more of a burden than one should. You really do seem like someone with a mature sense of responsibility. However, that may be why people around you, especially the adults who should be protecting you, rely on you so much. Adults who should be protecting me? Had I been clever enough to understand that earlier, things may have gone a bit differently for me. You think so? You live alone with your older sister, I see. Pardon my saying so, but it seems you've been through quite a lot.
But
It's only felt like the norm to me, but our lack of adult guardians has to have been harder on my sister, even now as well. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't hard for me too. Do you still remember them? Your parents?
hey,
Yes.
so
Not as much about my mother, admittedly. My father, without a doubt. In fact, now that I think about it, I may well have grown up to be a bit uptight because of that.
I see.
Is that so? And are you doing okay now? Is your support system adequate?
well,
It's not as if I have a team of employees or anything, but I do have people that I'm able to rely upon well. Of course, I never think of them as replacements for my father or my sister. No one could replace either of them. But I've lost won't ever come back. I just need to keep my chin up and push toward my future.
Quite.
I like the way you put that. No one can ever be replaced, yet we need to keep pushing towards our future. Should anything come up that you want help with, I'll be there to support you. This is pretty limited. Oh, I've noticed. Thanks. Appreciate the kind words.
hey,
Hope you're ready for your exams. I'd be pretty sad if the leader out of the Fantasies got bad grades. Alright, who wants to spend time with me today? Is it Akechi? It's Makoto. Okay, so for as much as I'd like to spend time with Makoto, I have to focus all my attention on getting that royal ending, because if I don't get the royal content, everyone will be the big mad, and I don't want everyone to be the big mad. So instead, we are going to... wow, you're literally right next to each other, huh? You're... Hello, newspaper. I don't want to talk to you. You might start a chain... You might start a chain reaction that leads me down a side quest of misery. I don't want to do that. I want to just get to... I would like to get to... Not this. That's the wrong thing to open. That's also the wrong thing. Can you tell I haven't played this game in a while? This is what I wanted to open. Frustratingly, however, it appears that Maruki is nowhere to be found. Because I see the blue card, but the blue card is only... It's just right here, and it's Ryuji, of which we don't need Ryuji right now. We need... I didn't want to go to the cloud. I just didn't want to do that. We need Maruki right now, but Maruki has disappeared into thin air, so, rip that dream, I guess. I guess we're not spending any time with him today, which is unfortunate. So, so much for that plan. So now all we have to do is just kind of hope that in the future I'll have more opportunity to spend time with him, because as of right now, we have no plan. So let's, I guess we'll go spend time with Makoto in that case. Exams are coming up. Have your studies been going well? I can give you a general idea of what they were like when I was a second year. What do you think? Do you want to study together? Sure. My initial plan just kind of fell flat on its face, so I got no other options here.
this goes like this.
Now solve this problem using the formula I just taught you. I don't know this would be the time for you to be teaching me formulas. You'd think that if this is like final exams, it'd just be reviewing formulas we've already learned. But okay. It seems like you're studying a little more efficiently today thanks to Makoto's help. If you say so. Knowledge boost. Knowledge boost. Is that it for the section? Nope. Impressive, you're a quick learner. Actually, pretty good review for me as well. Again, review implies, well, not new things, but you said you just taught me a formula, which would imply new things. Alright, let's move on to the next problem.
I'll see you later.
I think this is a good place to stop for today. Well, I'd say that was progress made. I mean, not the progress I wanted to make, because the progress I wanted to make was with Maruki, but Maruki didn't exist in the classroom today, probably because we just had a cutscene with him with Makoto, so, although we did just have I guess by the same token, we shouldn't have been able to hang out with Makoto either, because we just had a cutscene with Makoto, so, I don't know why I wasn't there. I guess I should head home. And, yeah, man, we are just getting messages every night now. Who wants to spend time with me today? Any article? No, you need to stop talking to me. I don't ever want to talk to you ever again. You're not okay in any discernible, yeah, goodbye. Good. Can I block numbers? Great if I could block numbers in this game, so I could never hear from you ever again. Let's spend time with you. Seems coming up soon. You're not gonna jump on something without me, right? If you're gonna do it, you wanna do it together. I'm serious trouble. This has just been, you know, I called last episode study session. Probably shouldn't have done that, because this episode is the one where we're actually just reviewing and studying constantly. So, alright then, that's a huge help. I'll be waiting in the diner at Shibuya. Man, everyone, this is the most boring episode. It's probably the most boring episode for you guys to watch ever, because it's literally just me studying with people. Probably watching paint dry would be more entertaining than you guys watching me, literally watching me study with people. But, you know, I'm still having a good time, so that's cool. Studying with you really helps me focus. Usually that'd be the opposite. Usually hanging out with your friends when studying would have the opposite effect. But if it works for you, it works for you. Having tons of trouble with these questions. How everything's going for you? Better than usual. Seeing someone in danger of failing his exams is probably extra motivation for you, huh? Which one did that increase? That increased my knowledge, I suppose. I mean, I feel like we should get a rank up at this one with how much we've been studying today. I gotta do this. How lame would it be if a Phantom Thief got held back a grade? I guess I'll try super hard because you're here. You know what? If all I have to do is literally be here and it makes you work harder, then I can do that. Again, I do nothing, and I get rewarded for it. This is the best timeline. I literally sit here and do nothing, and I get all the benefits. This is an absolute win. So, you know what's not an absolute win? Phantom Thieves, yes! Or Sweet Ridiculous, whatever that was. Sup. I just heard this, but apparently we were having a You did not just hear that. You were telling us about that literally yesterday. You did not just hear about Okay, I heard there's gonna be shit like about, you know, earlier we were talking about short-term memory. Ryuji is startlingly lacking in that department because he just forgot that he told us about the festival already. It's just like kebabs, steaks, the hot stuff. I am so pumped. What about studying?
Come on, man.
Well, I'll figure it out. There's some English on the website too. Now I'm hungry. Let's get going already. Oh, Ryuji. Whatever will we do with you? So this is it then. This is time for more exams? All the news and Kaneshiro is distracting me from studying. So what if she's an honor student? Why should she get special treatment? Results are what matter, you know? I heard the fantasies might be from our school. Well, what was your first clue? The fact that there was a calling card on the bulletin board in your school, and that the first target was a teacher in your school? That might have given it away. That can't be true. It'd be funny if it was, though. I don't know if funny is the word, but, you know. Today's the first day of your final exams. Begin! Thanks for the introduction. Oh, well, I mean, if it's all gonna be this easy, then I can do this. I can do this, no problem. Wow, so we're actually doing geometry? Wow, okay. So, where's my protractor? Can I get a compass in here? Let me get the protractors out. I have not. God, I have not had to do this literally since 9th grade. Since 9th grade, this just kind of geometry. If angle C is 28 degrees and angles A and D are 88 degrees, what is the angle of B and E? Okay, so the best way. My God, it's all coming back in a flash, like side, angle, side, just all the abbreviations and using the compass to draw in the corresponding angles and supplementary angles. It's all coming back in a flash. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's almost like, in a weird way, it's almost like a wave of nostalgia. Like thinking about the time I spent doing this stuff. Oh God, okay. Like I know the easy way to do this is literally just take 180, because obviously it's a star made of a triangle, so it all has to add up to 180. So you just take 180 and then you subtract 88 and 28, and then you have your answer, which would be 64. That's the easy way to do this is just take 180, subtract the other two, because you know because A and D would both be 88. That's what they add up to be. So you subtract that, and you get 64. for B and E. So that's your answer. But the other way, the more complicated way to do this would be you can use inscribed angle theory, which is basically if you imagine the stars inside of a circle and you take two chords of the circle that share the same endpoint and are subtended by the angle that's inscribed in the center of that, and that's the theta angle is half of the central angle, and you can use that because basically you can imagine two angles that in the inside of the circle on the star that meet up in the center to form that central angle. You can use inscribed angle theory to figure out what that would be, but that's immensely complicated. And so basically, what I'm saying is you could use supplementary angles and complementary angles and use it on top of the inscribed angle theorem to prove what the angles of this are, or you could just do simple addition and subtraction to get the answer with 64. So,
Ooh, we can do this.
There's a part of me that's tempted to do it the inscribed angle method just to see if I still know how geometry works. Like get a pen and paper and do it, but in the interest of keeping the episode moving along, we're just gonna do it the simple way and keep things moving. Sounds about right? That was question 1. An essay question? Let's calm down and think it through. Explain the origin of Bowsy. Is this hot weather? Well, never mind. I think this came up in class. They were invented by that famous guy from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, right? So here's the other problem. Because I took a little bit of a hiatus, the answers to some of the earlier questions may have faded away a bit. But of these names, this one sounds the most familiar. The strategist of Shu. I think the story was about a river flowing somewhere Zhu Liang visited, and they were offering something to quell the river. The heads. I remember that much. The barbarian heads. Crazy story. That's how we came up with the Bowsy, right? Masters came up with the Bowsy to offer them up instead of the heads, right? No, not with the heads. Instead of the heads. Correct? I think. Again, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played the earlier parts of this game, so who knows if that's right or not. Bowsy were invented as an offering to a river spirit to replace the tradition of offering severed heads.
Yep.
Finish in time. Somehow. I don't know how. Time is up. Give up already. What an encouraging teacher. That took longer than I thought it would to load. We were sitting on a black screen there for an abnormally long time.
Now everyone.
This is the second day of finals. You may begin. Write the name and genus of this organism. Okay, I can provide them both. I thought I had to provide them individually. Okay, so the red king crab. That one, yeah. Sounds about right. That much we know. What happened when the government issued paper and hard currencies in Japan for the first time? Confusion. It wasn't this or that. It was this. Again, distant memories, but just pulling based on what makes the most sense. Wow, it's taking considerably longer than I expected to actually load these transitional screens.
Let's get started.
Today's the third day of finals. Are you ready? They may begin. What is the English equivalent of the Norwegian idiom raining? Okay, raining cats. I remember raining cats. I mean, even if I didn't remember this one from the class, I would still know to say it. Sounds about right. Which of the following is another name for the sumo noodles traditionally eaten on Tanabata? I think this one sounds about right. I hope it's. I don't have the slightest. Also, those. I just noticed these tables that we're sitting at for these exams. They're way too close together. Like, ordinarily when you take an exam, the teachers spread all the tables as far away from each other as possible. Especially in modern times. They would spread the tables out as far away as is humanly... Well, I guess now they don't even have to move it. They don't have to move it anymore because they're already spread apart. But back when the world was normal, at least normal-ish, everyone was packed together like this, but then whenever you had to take a test, or especially an exam, you'd be spread away from each other as far as you possibly could be. So, I don't know. Lots of exams, huh? Seen all these before, you got this right?
Nice.
Gonna go ahead, looking forward to seeing your score. Yeah, I don't know, I think, I'm confident in some of those, less confident in others. But even if I got him wrong, I don't think any of that's gonna prevent me from beating the game, so I think I'll be fine no matter what. Parents gonna kill me, there was so much stuff on that exam, I didn't have time to study everything. Probably could have managed if I had an extra week too.
An extra week, huh? The only people who get that kind of cushy treatment are the honor students. Oh, you mean like Yoshizawa-san?
Honor students get an extra week to take. How the hell is that even remotely fair?
I heard the school moved her exam period. Must be nice getting perks like that.
Hey, you're doing really well in our class. Let's give you more time to study, because you clearly need the extra time. Oh, what's that, Timmy? You're failing the class? Yeah, well, guess what? You have less time to study. Get fucked, Timmy. Heard a school moved her exam? Yeah.
Hey there. Congrats on surviving finals. Today was the last day.
Hey, where were you yesterday when I wanted to talk to you?
Say, would you happen to have some free time right now? There's something I'd like to discuss. I promise it'll just take a moment.
Knowing my luck, this won't progress our confident ranking at all, but don't really have choice in the matter.
Thanks. I know you're exhausted, so I'll make this quick. It sure has heated up now that the rainy season's passed. I just know my electric bill is going to start climbing this month. Anyway, as I'd mentioned, there's something I'd like your opinion on.
Oh joy. Do you need counseling?
Well, there's a subject where I could definitely use some input, but not at the moment. I've had something on my mind lately, and I want to hear your take on it.
Can't wait.
Okay, here goes. Oh, this is all hypothetical, mind.
Just
but
cut to the
imagine there's
chase.
somebody for whom you have high expectations. They're trying their absolute hardest to meet those expectations. Now, this person receives an awful lot of special treatment from people so they can perform to the best of their abilities. So, what do you think those people will do if the expectations leveled on this person aren't met?
They'll be disappointed.
Yep, that's right. When you work as a counselor, you always think, I have to help this person so their heart doesn't break. But that's easier said than done. This world really is a callous one. No matter how much positivity or dedication a person has, just a bit of influence from their peers can easily mess with their heads. Every time I'm confronted with such a situation, I can't help but grasp the limitations of therapy as a profession.
Conceding when Maruki concedes there's nothing he can do to help people? Wow, never thought I'd see the day. This may not be the job for you. Get out of here. Good riddance.
You're
Goodbye.
right. Maybe I'm not cut out to be a counselor.
Figure that out all on your own, did you?
Sorry, I didn't mean to get all analytical.
Crazy, because that's typically what the point of a counselor was supposed to be.
What I meant was, if we want to truly help people stuck in a predicament like that, we need a fundamental solution. Nothing really comes to mind at the moment. This is just a thought, but what if we got the Phantom Thieves to change our hearts? Maybe have them shift our feelings so we won't lose to this unfair reality. It would ultimately be
That's not how this works.
Well, I can't deny that. Plus, it's a bit different from changing our hearts, now that I think about it. Sorry, I was just thinking out loud.
Maybe we should
I seem to
stop
have lost
doing
track
that.
of the time. I should be getting back to my work. Our conversation's been very enlightening. Thank you.
Imagine being so inept that you as a professional PhD counselor need to reach out to a high school student to help you get through your day.
And enjoy your vacation.
It's almost as if your degree means diddly squat. And authority and experience don't mean anything if what you're saying is nonsense.
Exams are finally over. I'm so exhausted.
I can get back to actually sleeping in peace.
You must have been studying pretty hard if it kept you up at night.
Nah, I was up playing video games. Slacking off is just too much fun.
I know, right? I kept cleaning my room instead of studying. It might even be too clean now.
You two are perfect exemplars of what escapism can mean.
And I can only imagine what the end result will be.
Whatever. It's over with now. Who cares about that anymore?
I think your parents might care a little bit.
What's real important is the Phantom Thieves' popularity. Ain't it amazing?
Kinda feels like our time's finally here.
I have even heard people excitedly speculating about our next target. You will have to choose carefully.
There's no need to hurry. We should spend some time thinking it over.
Hold up. The most important thing now is our celebration party. I hope you guys didn't forget. It's the fireworks festival on the 18th. I guess we're good meeting up in Shibuya, yeah? Let's say 5 p.m.
We sure are on top of these kinds of things.
We all have our priorities. Well, that was a day.
For the weather.
It seems we'll continue to have localized torrential rainstorms all throughout next week. If you're heading outside, be prepared for sudden changes in the weather. Sure thing. So that's it then. That's GG. We can't spend time with Maruki again until the school year starts up again. That's a big goof for me. Time just flew by today, huh? All right then. Well, this is a good time to end off the episode, but I'm gonna do one more. Or we'll do one more day. Actually, first we'll finish up watching the thing, then we'll do one more day. Setting for the for Christ's sake, yeah. Why bother unwinding and relaxing by watching a TV show when we can instead just go straight to bed? Also, I'm trying. Okay, so what I'm doing here. That's me spamming the stick back and forth as fast as it can possibly go, and he's not actually, like, he's not spastically moving, he's just slowly turning on a dime. Big sad. Alright, anyway. Screw TV, I guess. Let's just go to bed. Okay. The phone is ringing. Sorry for calling so late. I wanted to ask you about the summer festival. You remember the one I told you about? Yes, I get it. Actually, no, I forgot. Sorry.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to yank you around for a bit. Completely spaced out on it until now, but the festival's tomorrow. You want to go? What? Is it not on the 18th? Did we not just say it's the 18th? Did we not just establish that the festival's on the 18th? Yeah, it's right. Or maybe this is different. Oh, wait, there's two different things. Oh, there's two different things. So there's one's a fire festival, the other one's just a regular meat festival. I guess. Okay. All right. I guess. I thought they were the same thing. Apparently, there's two festivals back to back. All right then. Good to know. Sure.
Yeah.
Make sure we invite Yusuke too. Do we not? I don't think we need to do that. You did. Just remember they said it might rain tomorrow, though. Whatever. No way it's gonna rain on a day like this. That's not how that works at all. That's not. Oh, you see all these weather forecasts that show you, hey, look, rain's coming. Like, there's no way it'd rain on the day I'm going to the beach. Why would the universe do that to me? Big Brain Plays by Ryuji. How would he know whether or not it'll rain? All worked up over a silly little festival full of food of all kinds. I suppose you deserve to enjoy yourself, but be sure to keep a low profile, alright? I think that's kind of in Joker's nature. Let's get some sleep. Oh, and no sleeping in, got it? Let's skip breakfast for this. Okay. This is, yeah, I really thought that's a bright-ass sun.
What's up?
I really, because I was so confused. Because like, he said, hey, look, a festival, and then the next day he's like, hey, look, a festival. And it's like, but you already told me about this. Apparently it's because there were two different festivals I was unaware of. Alright then.
Why? Why are you staring at my face?
Ryuji, I have a favor to ask.
A favor? Sure, you need some money for food or something?
Not this time. I've actually been mulling over a new battle tactic for a while now, and I'd like for you to lend a hand in bringing my idea to fruition.
Oh, a new move? That sounds badass. I totally want in.
Well, it's merely a rough idea at this point, but... What do you think?
Wasn't that, like, way more detailed than some rough idea?
Huh, well, I don't deserve such praise.
Really don't, but, you know.
I would merely prefer to add a splash of beauty to an otherwise barbaric battlefield, so to speak.
Sick! So, all we gotta do now is see how the star reacts to your idea, right?
We should consult Jose about this soon. However, I can feel my appetite growing after describing my idea.
Same here.
Oh my god, that's bright. Jesus Christ. Could the sun be any meaner today? It's so hot. I'm used to seeing everything dull and gray and shit in this game because everything's so dull. Well, not dull, but it's a very gray world in the world of Persona 5. I'm not used to seeing bright, lush green landscapes.
It's as if we're walking around in an enormous sauna.
Whose bright idea was it to come here?
Yours.
Yours. Just look at that crowd. Smiling faces everywhere you look. With that, let's move right into asking some of the visitors here for their comments.
Nothing but smiling faces as people are dying all around her from heat stroke.
A TV crew, huh?
Crawling around begging for water. Better not stand out.
We should grab our kebabs and get out of here.
Ah, let's interview those three.
Hey, is she talking about us?
What the?
Yeah, what do we do?
Run! Run!
That would just make us appear even more suspicious.
Okay, then just shuffle away.
They got us.
They can't force us to talk to them.
Oh, hell. Okay, I'm gonna ham it up and make some real cringy comments so they can't use any of the footage.
That's not how that works, Ryuji. That's the worst idea you've ever had. Apart from coming here today, that's the worst idea you've ever had. Are you kidding me? News stations and media thrive off people being idiots all day. If you do something cringy and stupid, that's only gonna make them want to use the footage more. Gonna be like, look at this dumbass making stupid comments on the internet. Guess what? That's a billion hits right there, bitch. This is the worst idea you've ever come up with. Oh, no.
Hello. It sure is hot today, huh?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And if it's this hot in July, can you imagine just how insane the weather's gonna be in December?
Anyway, since you're here for the festival, does that mean you and your friends there are meat lovers?
I'd say that we're really lovers of fruit. Oh, and sweets. Sweets are just to die for.
Oh, just end me now.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Whew, that was too close.
That was truly cringeworthy. But are you certain that they won't air any of it?
I'm pretty sure she thought that was a broadcast disaster. We ought to be okay.
A talented editor can make that footage work. And even if the editor is shit, it's still a person acting like an idiot. People thrive off that stuff.
More important than that, though, it's time to get some meat.
Can we please?
Oh, right, my kebab. The lines for the food stalls were even more insane than the heat.
Standing around in this sweltering heat was rather trying.
And almost all the good stuff was already sold out.
I didn't even eat breakfast this morning. I'm starting to get lightheaded.
You know, you could go over to the shade, like go to that tree back there, stand under the shade, or just step in the shadows over there on the left-hand side. Or just not stand anywhere other than directly in the open field. It's blaring down from the big sun. Oh, no, okay.
And still, an occasion like this seems to make everything taste delicious. How mysterious.
It's because we're together. That's... yeah.
Even with the sticky sweatiness included.
Also, you know, it just occurred to me, if you don't want to be sweating your ass off, maybe don't wear long sleeve shirt and long pants like jeans. Maybe try short sleeve shirts on for size. Like, Ryuji's got the right idea, and he's still hot. But at least he's better off than you two dumbasses.
Well, we came all the way out here, so we might as well go check that thing out.
What thing?
I heard they're building some kind of huge-ass stadium or something nearby. Wait, was that what it was?
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Does he ever?
The stadium. Well, such buildings often have intriguing architecture. I'd love to see it for personal reference.
Yeah, then come on, let's go.
Alright, that was a day. Or that was an event.
So, that's it? It barely even started?
We seem to be premature spectators.
I guess this is what people call jumping the gum.
Jumping the gun.
There ain't nothing to do here. You wanna go grab a bite somewhere?
We just did that!
Sorry, I'm considering picking up more art supplies. I have a summer assignment to work
The whole
on.
point of this little quest was grabbing a bite somewhere.
Also, the summer festival drained my coffers. Even if I did grab a bite, all I could order would be water and a hot towel.
Please try short sleeves so you don't melt.
Well, in that case, probably ought to just call it quits for today.
Hey, isn't that Yoshizawa? Don't you think she's acting strange? You know, she did mention something about a meat earlier.
Ain't you guys headed home?
Well, I mean, so she acted strange as in she said some really dumb shit about the Phantom Thieves, but acting, if you mean in this instance, she literally just walked up to the stadium. That's not acting strange, that's showing curiosity, which I'd say is certainly within her character. Go on ahead without me, I guess.
Huh? Oh, well, see you then.
Yes, catch you later.
Senpai?
What a pleasant surprise.
Yes. Did you come to see the stadium too? Same here. I needed to give myself a pep talk. Sometimes, when things get me down, I come here. Although, that doesn't really answer your question, does it? I know this may get in the way of your plans, but would you be willing to join me for lunch?
I don't like this. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not... Yeah, this... I find the lack of music to be disturbing. Like, usually there'd be a chipper tune playing in the background, kind of like, you know, just a doon 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 or something like that, just to kind of ease the mood, but there's nothing. It's just the sounds of the ocean, or maybe it's just the wind, I don't know. So, nervous to say yes to this, but Kazumi's eyes look a little red and puffy. May the best of accompany her. Okay, this could, oh, never mind, there's the music. Okay, we're fine.
That was delicious.
Now, all's well. Now we have music. All's well in the world. I was worried there for a second. I thought there was gonna be some big dramatic reveal.
Always like this after a meet. In all honesty, I'd like to keep going, but any more will end up harming my performance. Simply put, it was a disaster. I've been feeling like I'm getting back into the natural flow of things, thanks to you, Senpai. But when the moment of truth arrived, my body still wouldn't move the way that I wanted it to. I think that's a big factor. Something similar happened to me in middle school, but back then, I had someone by my side that kept me going.
Guessing deceased family member?
I have a younger sister.
Called it! Called it!
We promised each other that we'd win international gymnastics competitions together, but this spring, she died in an accident.
Don't know if I should be proud for calling this, because it's talking about the death of a family member, but I still called it.
I promised her we'd take the gold for our routines across the world, but I can't stop worrying about my lack of improvement lately.
Wait. Wait a second. So, I just remembered I got a comment about, I got a comment on episode 31 asking who I was going to romance in this game, and I bumped the mic, sorry. I said that if it was going to be anyone, it was going to be Kasumi. And then I also said, I think they asked a follow-up of like who else would be. I said it would either be that or Takemi, and the response to that was Takemi and Sumire are their two favorite characters, which sounded like a strange thing to say in response to me saying that Kasumi and Takemi are the two I would be considering, because Sumire is not a name that I had known from anything. And then when I questioned about this, I said, is my memory blanking, or have I not met Sumire yet? The response had me scratching my head. It was something along the lines of, oh, sorry, I just got confused with a different visual novel who looks similar to Kasumi. Damn me and my memory. It literally said verbatim, damn me and my memory. It's like, that's a thing you say in a movie when you make a mistake, like you make a Freudian slip, and you're like, oh, you know me, my silly mistakes up here. I'm like, okay. So now that I have some more context, I'm gonna go ahead and call right now that we have an eeny-miny situation going on here, and Kasumi isn't actually Kasumi, and she has taken the role of her sister, Sumire, I guess it would probably be, this is her sister, whose name I'm guessing is Sumire. Oh, sorry, no, this is Kasumi's sister, whose name is Sumire, and she's assuming the identity of Kasumi, either to live on her, probably to live on her legacy, because she just said that she wants the promise that we take the Gulf regions around the world, but she wants to keep that legacy going even after her death. I'm gonna go ahead and call that right now. We're gonna call this right now, and we'll see how it goes. Can't start worrying about my life improvement lately.
I've really been throwing myself into practice, but I wonder if even that won't be enough. Senpai, thank you for being so thoughtful. You just keep on rescuing me, don't you? Okay, no more brooding. There are still more meets left this year. I'm going to start from scratch and train as hard as I can. Thank you so much for listening to all that. Now I feel like I've been recharged. Mind, body, and spirit. Well, at least my mind and spirit are recharged.
That's, an interesting thing to say with the potential theory we just put down on the table.
The best way to stave off hunger is with some vigorous activity. I'm going to jog home. Take care.
Yeah, I'm stuck, cause that sounds like such a weird comment to write if it weren't something like that. And now that we have a bit more context, I'm thinking that's definitely what's going on here. Who do you think they're going to target next? They only go after bad guys, right? We have nothing to be worried about. Apparently, if you post a request in the forum, they'll do what you say. Try to take us down, you're never getting near me. But if you're innocent, you never need to fear me. That kind of thing. Why do we even need the police anymore?
You're back.
Oh dear, how could you, Magic? How could I what? If you were going to the summer festival, why didn't you invite me? Because I didn't have control over this. Also, why do you know that? You're stalking me. Showing it on TV. Something about it being hot in December is saying sweets are to die for. So there's a bit with Sakamoto saying some really crazy stuff. You were just seeing things, I guess. Believe me, I wanted to think that. Point is, next time you guys are going out to have fun, can I come along too? I'm the Fantasy's producer, you know? Kidding me? I hope Lady On, the others haven't found out. Well, I don't know why you didn't just invite them in the first... Like, you should have just... I don't know why you didn't... What? Why did Yusuke get priority invite over the others? Like, why didn't... Your phone was vibrating. Make sure you check it, alright? Yeah, thanks, I noticed. Alright. Celebratory festival photo. Here's your commemorative photo from the summer festival. At least that was the idea. That... Oh, my dear God. Okay, wow. That's honestly impressive that you managed to take this picture at such a horrible time. It's certainly evocative. Well, don't let it get to you. Shit happens. It's understandable given the heat, perhaps your hands grew sweaty and it slipped. Next time we'll make sure we can go somewhere we can actually eat. I prefer an indoor establishment myself. Preferably one with ample seating and free refills on water. I'd just be the diner again. And why not? It's a place of calm where one may also partake of delicious food. I mean, I guess, man, all this talk about food's got me hungry. That's one thing. I've never been a very adventurous eater. Like, I'm not one where I'm just like, alright, let's go explore a brand new place. And I get that part of that probably has to do with the fact that my dietary restrictions and food allergies kind of prohibit exactly what I can eat and where. But I think even without that, I probably, like, I don't think I'd ever have a very adventurous path. I don't think I'd have the desire to check out, like, I stick with what I like, you know? I stick with what I like, where I like it, when I like it. So I've just never been a very adventurous eater in that regard. Cup round would hit the spot. I believe I shall do the same. Fortunately, I recently acquired some high-quality bread crusts.
Sorry.
Couldn't catch it for you. I always forget how short my arms are as a cat. Great. Alright, in other news, Autumn wants to see a movie. Let's hope it's not Toy Story 4. For like a movie, everyone's buzzing about the summer debuts. Everyone's talking about that chick flick Love, possibly. I get kind of weepy, so it's embarrassing to go alone. Can you come watch it with me? So what are you gonna do? Will you go see a movie with Lady On? Sure. My bar was not Toy Story 4, and it's not Toy Story 4, so you passed the bar. Great, we can go see the movie now. Meet in front of the movie theater in Shibuya. Alrighty then. We done diddly did it, everybody.
Help her! Please! Help her! I don't care about the money or my social status, but please! I just need to tell her how I feel!
I feel bad for the people who had to record those lines. Lady Allen's holding back her tears, she's totally empathizing. But the movie's right, a person's true value isn't about social standing or wealth. Like I was able to learn about love. Oh, were you now? Oh, were you now? Alright. Great. I'm glad that helped us out. We used up 2 packs of pocket tissues. I guess girls like me want that perfect romantic kind of love you see in the movies. Why are my options so shit? Understandable. Thanks for going along with it. Now that I think about it, that movie wasn't geared toward guys at all, huh? Glad you came with me. You're such a good... I don't know. I saw a fair amount of guys in that audience. Also, the implicit notion that just that being a guy inherently turns you off those types of movies, like, okay, that's not how that works. It's the same thing in reverse. It's like the false dichotomy that I hate to see is, oh, what? You're a girl? Well, you can't possibly like those stupid action flicks or those sci-fi nerd stuff. Those are for nerds, not you. Inversely, what you're a guy? You can't have emotions. You can't fall for empathetic like romance style movies. That's not a thing you can do. It's like, okay, great. Thanks for telling me what movies I'm allowed to watch. You're the best type of person. I sure do love this false dichotomy that you have to fall into one camp or the other. I sure do love that. It's so great. Let's head home. That went well. I suppose. I went as well as I could have, I guess. And here comes the phone call. Oh, nope, here comes... Okay, hello, Magic Senpai. Thank you so much for earlier. Now I can give 110% tomorrow practice. You're not gonna rest? Nope, if I take a day off, it'll dull my senses. Next meet, I'll make it onto the winner's podium, I swear. I won't slip up again like I did before. I'll have some great news next time I see you, I promise. Hey. It's like she's going to be okay now. She sure had us worried. I am interested to learn more about that. Because there's a chance that I'm just completely off the beaten path in terms of my predictions this time. But, you know, I at least want to know more in general. Today's the Fireworks Festival. It's meeting Shibuya at 5. Hey, Makoto, are you going to wear a yukata? I'm planning on it. Yukatas are a great part of the summer tradition. They truly heighten a woman's beauty. I think I'll wear mine as well. You got one? How about you? Do I have? I don't think I have one. If I did, I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you come without your glasses? What's the point in that? I don't know. You don't get to see fireworks every day, so it'll be sad just wearing normal clothes. What? That makes no sense. You come without your glasses? Okay, so your logic is you don't get to see fireworks every day, therefore let's take away the thing you wear so that you can see things better? You want my one experience to see fireworks to be a worse experience so I can see less? What galaxy brain plan is this? I was just thinking you might want to go for a change of so I can't see anything. Sounds great, you should totally come without go. Why would I do that? Literally, why would I do that? This is the worst plan. Okay, the worst plan was Ryuji's dumb stunt to stay off TV, which obviously failed. The next worst plan is go to the fireworks show without your glasses so you can't see the damn fireworks. I mean, okay, yes, I get it. They're giant explosions. You can't, even if I turn on my glasses, I can still see the explosions. But you can see them a lot clearer if you put on your glasses, dumbass.
Come to think of it.
Fireworks festival today. If you're going, be careful, those things get insanely crowded.
Hey.
It'd be nice to watch the fireworks with the chief someday. We could watch them right here at the blank. Actually, no, we couldn't. Yeah, that was another dumb thing to say. Alright, can we catch a break here? Because I'm trying to find a time to end the episode, but we keep going on to a new story cutscene. Right when we were just about to leave to who is it? I saw some disturbing news online. Sounds like it'll be really bad if it turns out true. What's it about? Well, it seems like an insane group is getting ready to declare war on the Phantom Thieves. Oh, joy. I was afraid to just hold on to the information myself, so I wanted to tell you at least. That's all I have to say, though. Sorry to bother you on your day off. No, that's important information. Glad you told me. What can you mean by an insane group? He means the remnants of despair. Let's think about this after we get back. We don't have much time, so let's get going. Alright, can we get a pause? Or do I just have to pause it myself? Because I prefer to get to a point where we're just kind of calm. And, you know, we're in a room or whatever. But nope, we're just on a crowded subway again. Damn, it's so hot.
The holiday means it's as crowded on here as it is for morning rush hour.
Now for today's train news. Today's headlines are... Fireworks Festival tonight. Expect roads and transportation to be congested for the entire day. Sudden weather change is imminent. Be careful of sudden shifts in climate from afternoon to night.
Wait, so all these people are going to the fireworks festival? Ugh, this should be fun.
Do you like how there's exactly 2 other people on this entire train that don't have the standard bland NPC models, and that they happen to be the only 2 people that are standing directly next to me? What a coinky dink. I wonder if they're gonna have plot relevance soon. Can't wait to find out. Alright, break time?
It's so hot.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I feel like I'm being baked.
Those girls are way too late.
It must be taking time for them to put on the yukata.
I'm sorry, does that not look like literally the worst thing you could possibly wear to keep yourself not boiling alive?
Why aren't you two wearing one?
Because I don't want to boil alive. Granted, I'm wearing jeans, which is a stupid idea, but it's better than that.
I got clothes like yukata.
Like, okay, if you're comfortable, you're comfortable. Wear whatever you want, of course. But let's think about the logic here. There's a heat wave inbound. You're boiling alive. Why would you want to cover up more? Like, surely you'd want short sleeves and shorts, right?
Man, you look way too normal in that.
People often say that to me.
Does it suit him? Yes, of course it does. Again, though, he's boiling alive, or at least he should be boiling alive.
Oh, by the way, the exams.
I bet you got a big fat F on them.
He said, happily?
Shut up. We don't know that yet.
Are you going to the fireworks festival?
Oh. So, yeah, remember 1 minute ago when I said, hey, look at these two characters who are non-NPC models on the train. I wonder if they're gonna have plot relevance. Well, what do you know? Here they are, and they have plot relevance.
That's right.
Us too. Wanna go together?
This is not a good idea.
Getting hit on?
Well, there's 2 of them and 3 of us, so that'd be awkward if that were the case.
Do you happen to be a model? You look great in that yukata.
Oh, this is such a bad idea.
Waiting around's a pain, so can we just go with these chicks?
Oh, this reeks of bad idea. No, we wait for them. We're not going with random people we don't know. We're waiting for our friends. Patience is the key.
We'll both apologize to the others.
No, we're waiting. God damn it, Ryuji. I'm not abandoning them because well, what'll happen is they'll come here and be like, huh, we're early. Let's chill out and wait. And then we're never gonna find them again. We wait. We wait for but if you want to invite them as well, that's fine. You know, more the merrier. Okay, you want to meet new people? Go for it. But we're waiting for the people that we agreed to go with. We're not hanging them out to dry, Ryuji.
That's enough. You're disgracing your yukata. You should be more aware of your womanhood.
That said, that was not the correct response to these people.
How could you?
Okay, wow, everyone did such stupid things. Alright, so, 1, Ryuji, show a little empathy for Ann and Makoto, why don't you? 2, Yusuke, look, I'm on your side. I don't want to spend time with them either. I want to hang out with the people that we agreed to hang out with, which would be Makoto and Ann. But you don't have to be a dick to them. You don't have to be like, you are a disgrace to the yukata. You are, it's like, what was the line again? You should be more aware of your womanhood. Why would you can tell them we don't want to hang out without, like, you can say, hey, that's really kind of you, thanks for the offer, but we're kind of just waiting for our friends, and, you know, we kind of just, we just want to have a night to ourselves or something like that. You can be nice, you don't have to be an asshole to them.
Why don't you go after them then? So those are the kinds of girls you like, Ryuji.
Well, no.
You know, Yusuke's such a pretty boy, but he is really missing out because of what he says.
I guess. But he's more likable since he stays true to his ideals.
Yeah, the ideals of being a complete asswad to everyone.
Definitely more than somebody I know. I heard that Ryuji's pretty much failed his exams. Oh?
Mona, you little...
Hey, it's gonna get crowded if we don't get going.
Agreed.
But, man, you both look amazing in yukata. Talk about Japanese beauty.
Ryuji, just quit now. You're not ahead, but just quit now. Just stop. It's not getting any better for you. Gee, if only someone could have predicted that it would rain today.
like you need help.
Then why don't you go buy me a towel already, huh?
We're just trying to get out of the rain, but look how crowded it is.
You know, I keep wanting to end the episode, but things keep happening and I can't stop. Like, I wanted to end the episode before today, but now we're in the middle of a flood warning, and then we got 2 other people outside in that car that are probably gonna have plot relevance soon. So I don't even know what's going on anymore, but also, maybe inside this random convenience store is not the best place to be for a flood warning. I somehow doubt that this area, this building is outside the range of a flood zone. Just this little inclination I have.
I guess everyone had the same idea. What's up?
I think I just saw someone I know.
You mean the girl in that black car?
Well, she's got a ride. Oh, time to show your skills, Mona. We need you as a car.
Yeah, okay, Ryuji, 1, pretty sure it only works in the metaverse. 2, yeah, brilliant idea. Let's just drop the cat into the street and have him turn into a car. I foresee nothing going wrong with that plan.
It's not possible in the real world.
Also, even if it was,
Festival's been canceled. This sucks.
even if it was, it'd still be a crap plan.
We made such a commotion with the public, and this is what we get? Lame. Aren't heroes that lurk in the shadows boring?
More often than not, I don't like my options when I have to say something.
Right? I want to change the world with a loud bang, like a huge firework. Then again, we aren't gonna find someone bigger than Kanashiro that easily.
With our luck, we probably will, since someone just literally declared war on us.
We should go our separate ways for today.
The rain's letting up after being issued a flood warning.
Yeah, let's go home.
Okay. Oh, look who it is. My favorite sack of shit.
I have nothing more to say to you about that.
I see. In that case, I have ways of making you talk.
Pulls out magnifying glass.
Huh? What's that supposed to...
Thanks for the drink.
Hey, we're not done here yet.
You are literally the worst. So, Jiro, I'm so sorry. This is the wrong thing to say. I think we've earned an adequate amount of trust with him at this point that we can say what's wrong without it coming off as too pushy. Hopefully.
It's nothing. It's past closing time. Clean up the place.
Perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps we have not reached that level of trust in our relationship yet. It's fine. Oh, we're not the creeper again.
Behind the recent psychotic breakdown incidents is still unknown. On to other news. The international hacktivist group Megid has released a statement to the Phantom Thieves.
Hacktivist.
These are the details of the message that are posted on Megid's website.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
To the Phantom Thieves causing an uproar in Japan. Do not speak of your false justice. We do not need the spread of such falsehood. We are the true executors of justice.
Phantom Thieves again?
However, we are magnanimous. We will give you an opportunity to repent your ways. If you agree to a change of heart, we will accept you as our own. If you reject our offer, the hammer of justice will find you.
Justice, huh?
We are Megid. We are unseen. We will eliminate evil. Akechi-san, why do you think this announcement was made at this time?
I don't know the details, but there's no doubt that they were provoked by the Phantom Thieves. Whether it's a sense of rivalry or a simple attention grab, given the recent trends, I cannot say.
More likely the latter, but that's not being provoked by them. We haven't done anything to provoke them. That's them acting of their own volition.
Regardless, it's quite a nuisance.
A nuisance?
Both Megid and the Phantom Thieves are nothing more than groups that uphold an egoistic justice.
What a stupid thing they're getting riled up on. Phantom Thieves, huh? What in the world are they? You know about them?
Nope, not a thing. I am not interested.
Can't you even take part in small talk? You should have more interest in what's going on.
Oh, pick a lane. Either tell me that I have to focus on my studies, not do anything else interesting, or commit down the lane of, okay, learn about everything and talk to me about everything. Pick a lane and stick to it.
Well, it's about time I go home.
Good God.
Make sure you lock the place up. Also, about the stuff in the fridge. Well, I guess it's fine. Just don't use too much of it.
Also, I was under the impression that I'm interested meant I'm not interested in the Phantom Thieves, I'm not interested in talking to you.
Due to their influence. In that respect, the Phantom Thieves face a very serious crime.
Okay, can I finally stop for today? Or for this episode? This is getting interesting. Why did the Phantom Thieves do something to them? Medjed is really scary. Looking forward to seeing how the Phantom Thieves will deal with it. Me too. Is that it? Are we done? Time for a break? I have a new message in the Phantom Thieves chat room. We gotta talk about Medjed. You mean those guys people online are going nuts over? Medjed. The name seems to come from one of the obscure gods from the Egyptian Book of the Dead. I saw the news too. For some reason they think we speak of false justice. Now then, what exactly did you want to speak of regarding Medjed? Well, why don't we go after them as our next target? What a sudden suggestion. I mean, they're like bad hackers or something, right? Technically, they're crackers. Those who use the internet to illegally access and alter data. Medjed is an organized group of such people recognized by the larger international community, so they operate on a global scale. That makes them even bigger than Kanashiro, right? Then it's settled. Our next target's going to be Medjed. I wonder if the nav will get ahead if we put Medjed in. Alright. I strongly doubt it. Yes, the name has to be a pseudonym. We don't even know how many people Medjed is. Wouldn't we get at least one member's info if we try and look into it, though? Even if we did, how would we discover the location? The only confirmed presence of Medjed has been online. This is a greater problem than simply finding their keywords. Unless you have any more ideas, Ryuji? Hello? Seems he had suggested this without putting much thought into it. Come on, we can't back down now. People are all excited about it. Our reputation's gonna plummet if we don't face this shit. That is true. If we remain silent, people will believe we simply chose to run away from the matter. Medjed has taunted us publicly, after all, and they are criminals, we cannot just let them be. And we don't have any other targets right now, either. Let's talk to Mishima tomorrow. This is more of his thing. Alright, let's do that. Also, Makoto, try seeing if your sister's any info on. Oh, I'm sure she'll be more than happy to oblige on that one. I'm sure she'll just be jumping at the chance for something that would distract Makoto even further. Highly unlikely, but sure.
A world-class target, huh? If we can change Medjed's heart, it'll most definitely affect Mementos.
Can we stop now? Are we done? Okay, breaking point. Yes! At long last, we can stop for today. Okay, that was a fun episode. We got a lot done today. We covered a lot. We had all over the map. We talked with Kasumi and Akechi. We had exams. We went to 2 different festivals. We had a theory about Kasumi. This was a big episode. This is a lot of fun. I am so happy to be recording this again. So thanks all so much for watching. Stay tuned for next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Persona 5 Royal. Goodbye.